Hey, what's up, guys? It's the Real with Neil podcast today, and we have a special guest. I'm so excited about it. And what I wanted to do is for somebody who's renting, looking to buy their first home, I wanted to provide you some tips that you could be able to use to help and educate you on the home buying process. So if you're interested in buying your first home, this is a must here. Check this video out. I have mortgage development originator AMThomas from Centennial Mortgage. Thank you, sir, for coming today. I appreciate you. Thank you, sir. And so the first question I wanted to ask, are down payments needed for certain type of loans? Could you provide an example for us?
Yeah, so different loan types require different down payments. For a conventional loan, you can pay anywhere between 3 to 5% down.
Got it.
For an FHA loan, 3.5% down.
Got it.
Now with the VA, Veteran Affairs, or USDA, United States Department of Agriculture loans, those are 0% down, 100% financing. So there's no down payment.
Want to make sure that we clarify here. So if I don't have a down payment, can I still buy a home?
If a customer qualifies, as we mentioned, for a VA loan,
yes, sir,
or USDA loan, where there's no down payment, there are several loan programs out there that can help a person with down payment assistance.
That's it.
And so I always advise people to make sure you're talking with a local lender that can kind of help guide you if you have questions.
Got it.
Yeah.
And so does having a down payment, does that help lower my interest rate?
Yep, it helps to lower your loan-to-value ratio. It displays a stronger borrower profile if you have a down payment. And it reduces your total loan amount. So definitely having a down payment helps you lower your interest rate.
What are some ways that I could be able to pay my house off earlier than 15 years or 30 years?
That's a good question. One of the ways is to pay an extra payment a quarter.
Got it.
That kind of helps you pay off your loan faster. You can pay round up. So if your payment is $1,020 a month, you can pay $1,100. And so by paying that extra $80, you help lowering your principal, and you can help pay your payment off each month. Now, I advise people to always look at their budget to see where they can cut some things and save money to help go to their mortgage.
That's good.
And so that always looking at your budget can help you pay off your loan faster.
So what actually determines my interest rate?
It's a great question. One of the things that helps determine your interest rate is your credit score. Higher credit scores means that you are less riskier to a lender. So that helps with your interest rate. And then your down payment amount. We talked about the down payment.
We did.
So the more you put down also helps reduce your risk profile, which in turn helps your interest rate. And then your debt to income ratio. That's one of the things. And then the type of loan program. Earlier we mentioned conventional, FHA, VA, USDA. Types of loan programs helps with your interest rate.
This is good. Let's say I do a 15-year term or a 30-year term. Does they help lower my interest rate?
Absolutely. So shorter terms help with your interest rate. You're gonna get a slightly better rate on the shorter term.
Got it.
Because you're gonna pay the loan off faster. So
got it. And so what's the best way to calculate how much house I can afford?
That's a great question. I get that question all the time.
Yeah.
I think a good rule of thumb is to multiply your annual income by 2.5. That kind of gives you a ballpark figure of what you can afford. You want to look at your budget. I always tell people, make sure you have a budget.
Yes.
Look at your budget. That's going to help you determine what you can afford as well. Because you need to see it on paper. You need to write things down, your bills, your what you are netting compared to what you're grossing as far as income. Seeing it on paper helps you be able to determine what I can truly afford.
So this question here, I've had previous clients ask me this question here, and this is a very important question. What are some ways I could improve my credit?
I'll give you 3 ways to improve your credit. I get this question all the time.
Got it.
Number 1, pay your bills on time.
Bills.
Because when payments go late, it brings down your credit score.
Got it.
Number 2, make sure you don't have any accounts in collections. When your account is in collections, it lists it on under your derogatory accounts. And that helps drive down your credit score.
Okay.
And so when you pay off a collection account, typically your credit score is going to go up because it moves from a derogatory account to a closed account. So you want to make sure you don't have any accounts in collections. Number 3, which is very vital, is to make sure your credit card utilization is under 30%. What that means is if you have a credit card with $1,000 limit,
okay,
you don't want to use no more than $300 of that limit.
Got it.
30%. If it's a $2,000 limit, you don't want to use no more than $600 of it.
Got it.
That utilization of a credit card is key. When you can show that you know how to utilize your credit cards, it helps to drive up your credit score.
Why is getting pre-approved important? Can we talk a little bit about that?
Absolutely, and that's important.
Yeah.
Because oftentimes we use 2 terms. We'll use pre-qualification,
Right,
and a pre-approval.
right.
Now, pre-qualification is you have filled out an application and you have mentioned to me how much you make.
Got it.
You've mentioned to me how much you have in your bank account and given all these verbal, or you've mentioned it on the application. And so based off of what you've told me, I can pre-qualify you.
Got it.
But a pre-approval is now I have your W-2s or your 1099s and bank statements and tax returns and pay stubs and verification of employment. And the underwriter has went through it all, combed through it all, and basically said this person is approved for the loan. And a pre-approval shows a seller that you are a stronger buyer.
That's what. Okay. One of the things that I'm learning as an agent is being prepared when you are interested in buying a home. And so, what are some ways that we could be able to prepare before we complete a loan application? What do we need to start gathering together? So what is our checklist to be able to become pre-approved?
There are several things you'll need. And these things, I always advise first-time home buyers, have these things handy.
Right. Right.
First thing, your tax returns from the past 2 years.
Got it.
All pages, all schedules. Next thing, W-2s from the past 2 years.
Got it.
You'll need pay stubs from the past 30 days. Sometimes lenders will require 60 days worth of pay stubs.
Got it. Okay.
Then you'll also need bank statements from the past 60 days. And then a copy of your driver's license. And it's important that you keep those things handy and that when a lender asks for them, you have them available.
Could you explain to us a little bit about what's the benefit of buying a home?
Well, number one, I think, is equity. Having equity in the home. Equity can help you at a later date. You can use that equity to renovate, remodel your home. You can use that equity to take it out of your home and use the equity to pay off debt. You can use that equity to buy an investment property. So having equity in the home, that's one of the major benefits. Then stable housing costs. One thing we know about rent is that it goes up every year. It's going to increase. Your rent's going to increase.
Yes.
And so with a home, now your taxes and insurance might increase, but your principal and interest payment is going to stay the same. And so those stable housing costs. Then also tax benefits, being able to write off that interest that you pay over the course of the year on your taxes.
Got it. Yep. Got it. And so the last thing is, could you explain to us a little bit about what the 2025 HELP program is? Could you go over that with us?
Yes, absolutely. So with Centennial Bank, we're a member with the Federal Home Loan Bank of Dallas.
Got it.
We partner with them in the Home Buyer Equity Leverage Partnership. That's where the acronym HELP comes from. Okay. With the HELP funds, a home buyer can get up to $20,000 in down payment assistance, closing cost assistance. And that's to help low to moderate income, first-time home buyers achieve the American dream, get into a home with using that grant. And the thing about it is it's a grant, so you don't have to pay it back.
That's what I was thinking.
As long as you stay in the home for at least 5 years.
At least 5. Okay, at least 5 years. I was just thinking that. Okay, I'm glad that we cleared that up. And so I hope that you all found value in this interview. I wanted to bring Mr. Thomas on so that we could be able to educate you guys, and we can be able to inform you guys about the home buying process. So I hope that you took something from it, and that you can believe, like, you know what, now that they broke it down, I could be able to buy my first home and begin to look into it. And so, is there anything that you would like to leave us with?
Well, I just want to say I thank you for this opportunity.
Yes, sir.
To help first-time home buyers. And once again, my name is AJ with Centennial Bank. My NMLS number is 119-5276. Here in Little Rock. Please give me a call if you need me, if you're looking to get financing for a home loan. 501-603-3944.
I thank you guys. I appreciate you, and feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel. And I'm looking forward to, if there's anything that I can be able to do to assist you with the home buying process, just give me a call. I'm definitely here to help. Thank you. So what you think?
It's good, man. It's good. What you think?